Hey, what's going on, everybody? I missed you guys. It's a long weekend, unless you're members. Members, we got our 3 hour live in on Saturday. That was fun. I had a great time. So I hope you guys did too. Just typical members live when I stay on, just kind of went everywhere. But those are the most fun ones. So thanks for joining, members. Thanks for your support as always. Really appreciate it. And hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to go over GameStop today. We're going to go over Fingers news. Fingers, very exciting news. Man, I'm hyped for Finger. And then some stock market stuff I want to cover. And then crazy stuff going on in Trump's trial today. So we're going to cover it all today. It was a wild day. And where's the kitty? Where's the kitty? That's the question. Bob Wren is first. What's up, Bob? McLovin second. Armand is third. There's the top three. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. Donna, Daniel, Hobbs, Vince in the house. Excuse me, I got some allergies going on. Kathy, good news, keep you awake. I'll do my best. Linda Telly, what's going on? I had a pretty good weekend. It was too short, but thankfully we got 3-dayer coming up. Renee, ninth. The one, what to do? Peggy, I haven't heard of that one. Joe, Carl, Darren, what's going on? ESK, Troy, T. Alex. Good to see you guys. Finger about to fly, says alerts. I think you might be right there. What good news got me tonight? You'll see. Charlie Kirk rabbit hole. Well, I'm glad I could rescue you. Not that Charlie's a bad guy, but sometimes that stuff goes too far. Too long and too far. Dips going on. Go Niners. Yeah, baby, Mark. Hayes, Hazel Grove. Almost forgot what I look like. It was on Friday. Come on. I know, Vinman, right? You can't make up this stuff on the trial. It's wild. Danny, Michael, Pat Shigoya. Wes Christian's filling an MMTLP suit. Nice. Hopefully that goes somewhere. Didn't work out so well for GTII, but good evening, Magic. Joe, Chris G, what's up? Did I put some in FFI? No, I didn't. I'm kind of glad I didn't because I think I would have lost money. I would have bought at the wrong time. So yeah, it's too volatile for me right now. I'm a little afraid to get in at the moment. Plus, I don't have any settled cash, and with FFIE, you got to have settled cash to get in because it's under $3 in Fidelity. So you guys know how it goes. Anyways, what's up, Avalon? All right, let's get this thing started, shall we? So I wanted to start with well, first of all, let's just do. I know the GameStop people are new here, so I'll start with their thing first, real quick, just because it's so relevant to the entire market. But so Kitty didn't show up today after his ET post on Friday. So you guys probably saw my video over the weekend. A lot of people didn't like it. They're Kitty fanatics, and I get it. I'm nothing against the guy that I think, but I am a little wary. But after that run last week, he's now gone. We'll see if he comes back. I hope he does for retail's sake. I really do. I put that video out whether he's hero or villain. I don't want him to be a villain. I want him to be a good guy. I want this to be something good. So one theory I did not present my video is that if you play all his videos backwards, it tells a different story. All the story about from here to there. So I don't know what to think. I really don't. We're just gonna have to see how this ends before we really know whether it was good or bad. I was just talking about the Kitties in Reverse, Yogi. Yeah, I watched them, so we'll see. But he did also give us ET last, and now he's gone. So Kitty, go home. Phone home, Elliot. GameStop, phone home. I kind of sound like ET with my allergies. That works. It helps me. But anyways, it's very interesting. As far other than that, there's really no news on GameStop today. The price was up just a hair, and we'll see what happens. It's today was an interesting day. GameStop up almost $1, but after hours lost almost all of it. Finger got crushed today. I think it's the shorts attacking it before they get in. GC had an okay day. DJT got crushed, and AMC, I mean, Chris, come on, buddy. I know, I don't think AMC is about to fly anywhere, my friend. I'm sorry to tell you that, but I mean, it got hit in after hours too, lost almost, well, a third of what it gained today. So nothing to get really excited about, just kind of a stagnant, dull day in the markets. Although it is interesting. Oh, that's not what I want to do. It's interesting that the Dow broke its streak pretty conclusively. So who knows? Did we hit the top? That's the question. Let's see. What's this? He's still here. Kitty's legacy is intact. We'll see. I hope so, Michael. I want retail to win. I want retail to win, and I want if Kitty succeeded in getting retail back in the market, which he did, the GameStop got it right back in. So let me show you this. This is crazy. I was going to jump on this earlier, or later, but I'm going to just go ahead and jump at it now. Where is it? Right here. All right. So off exchange trading volume as percent of total volume has spiked to a record high of 52%. Volume registered platforms, match orders from brokerages exceeded 2021 meme craze of 50%. In other words, retail investors' engagement in U.S. stocks as highest in history. Highest in history. So retail is now in the market at the highest rate in history after last week. Even more than 2021's GameStop craze. That is nuts. That's crazy. So this, honestly, guys, I'm just going to tell you, this could honestly be really bad. This could be, they could have just pulled off a rug pull perfectly. Pull retail in, screw us all, make a ton of money. I don't know. I hope that's not what's happening. Don't get me wrong. I don't want it to be what's happening, but we gotta be, we gotta be ready for anything. And in this market, you can't just say something's going to definitely run. You just can't. It's not how it works. Everything has to play out right. And that's why you have to be perfect. Like, you have to really know what you're doing. You have to really know, and you have to know that the shorts are trapped 100% without question. And I do think in GameStop, there's a good chance of that. I still am not convinced, but I think there's a good chance of it. AMC, I think they totally are out. So I don't think there's any way to catch a MOAS and AMC. That's just my opinion. I'm welcome to be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I'm just telling you guys like I see it, okay? Yeah, Bitcoin's being killer right now. That's the other thing. Bitcoin's pumping right now too. So the market is hitting all-time highs with retail in the most it's ever been, and Bitcoin's pumping up. Everything smells like a rug pull to me. I'm just telling you guys. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. So now is Kitty's videos like playing a record backward here, satanic rituals? Yeah, probably. What do I expect for the Finger 10K? Yogi, I'll get to that in a minute, okay, man? Is there an ET2? I mean, if you want to count the Atari game, the biggest disaster in video game history. Congress trying to shut down the CAT system. Did they try again today? I didn't see any new news on that, Jesse. If there is, please let me know. Oh, Matthew, are you serious, bro? Thank you, man. That's an awesome donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you, man. That's huge. Couldn't come at a better time for me, but so thank you so much for the donation. Very appreciate it, Matthew. You've always supported me a lot, so I appreciate that. Good evening, Frank. All right, Zachariah, I know we've been getting lots of good news about markets. So much going on. Can't shake the feelings like things will never get better. Man, Zachariah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm telling you, things are going to get better. We just cannot stop fighting. It's always darkest before the dawn, my friend. Always darkest before the dawn. Mark, complete BS, steal retail monies, GameStop pump and dump. I hope it's not. I still have a little hope for GameStop, but there are some things that definitely look rough to me. AMC looks good. Well, on the charts it does, but I don't trust Adam Aaron, man. I just don't. I feel like he will rug pull you as soon as you get excited again. Christopher Saunders, you have a token that mines Bitcoin, you get rewards based, and that's nice. Audio, image, and Kitty's what's in the box tweet was super cool. It was kind of cool. Ace, for once, I'm hoping Dems to pull some to pass the cat against Republican. I know. Listen, remember, I'm not a Republican fan. I hate all Democrats, and I hate 85% of Republicans because they're all awful. The only thing is just sometimes there's hope on the Republican Party where there's not on the Democrat side. But yeah, they do dumb stuff too. They really do. Butcher of Wall Street did a video on Congress and Wall Street trying to kill the cats. Okay, we'll have to look into that. I'll look into that more tomorrow for you guys so I have more information. I didn't see it today, so I'll look into that and we'll talk about it. Okay. All right. So I know GameStop has some good looking charts right now and stuff, so we just gotta hope that it goes. I will look into the cat system tomorrow, TK16, and I'll have more information on you guys about the cat system tomorrow. As far as I know, it went through. So I'm surprised to hear this. I didn't hear anything about them having a chance to kill it. I really thought it was through, and that as of the 24th, it starts going into effect, and it really fully into effect, I think, as of the 31st. That's what I know. So, Squire, a lot of us still trade with emotions, vulnerable to guys like Kate. Oh, absolutely. I know. Jesse, some douchebag congressman introduced a bill to stop it. Ah, okay. No, I'll look into it, Jesse. I was kind of out of it today. I was very busy at work, and as you can tell, I wasn't feeling the best. So that one slipped by me. But I will tell you what, I will have all the information I can find tomorrow. Aaron's nose is too straight. It is darkest before the dawn. You burnt your boat. There you go, Zach. Listen, if you want to make real change, you have to commit to a way, and you just have to see it through. That's all there is to it. And listen, some people quit for the right reasons. They just need to get out for a season, need to take a break. They need to, maybe they don't have much time left and they don't want to spend it fighting. I get all that. That makes sense. But we have to see this through. And I don't just mean the Wall Street stuff and the markets. I mean, making sure Trump wins this election and we take back our country, all that stuff for my kids, for my grandkids, for your guys, for our future. This country's about to fall apart, and we got one last chance, and it's this year. So I'll tell you what, Zachariah, if nothing else, you just have a few more months till you'll know for sure whether or not you're going to have a shot of hope or not. A big old shot of hope in the arm. So that's we'll know with this year in the election. I'm very hopeful about where it's going to go. What's up, BM Pro? Daryl, it got through. Somebody posted the bill is dated May 16th, squashed. Okay, good. So it's a big nothing burger. That's what I'm hoping to hear. That's what I wanted to hear. So excellent. All right. Well, and I'll double check that tomorrow and have more for you guys. Peggy. All right. I'll look at it. Old finds here. XRP. All right. Let's get to, I know you guys want to talk about Finger. So let's jump onto that. Finger. They announced it. We didn't have to hear it secondhand. We don't have to have somebody go and deep dive in. We have a company that's actually communicating with us. I love this company so much. I cannot speak highly enough about Fingermotion and the way they're handling things. They have trapped the shorts. It's going to be one of the biggest short squeezes of all time. And one of the reasons why is because Fingermotion fights with us, and they are sharing stuff with us, and they are letting us in on the process a little bit here and there as much as they can. And they have just let us know 10K is coming before end of month. That means probably next week, which means next week we got CAT system, we got T+1, we got Fingermotion earnings, plus I can't guarantee anything, but I feel very strongly, 95% sure we are getting dividend info with earnings as well, and I feel about 70% sure we're also going to get a big deal announced. It is going to be awesome, and I am stoked about this. This is big. Remember in January, we were supposed to get blowout earnings, and they told us, another way they communicated with us, which I love, they told us they had just barely missed the date on certain things for the earnings. Okay, so that means that all that revenue or deal signed, whatever they barely missed that date on, it is now coming into this earnings, which is extremely exciting. We think this is going to be a blowout. And I think it could possibly change Finger forever. So right now, Finger is under $3, 3 smackaroonies, $2.98 right now. I cannot imagine a better time to get in this stock. That's not financial advice. It's just my opinion, just what I'm thinking. I am, thanks to Matthew's donation, I'm going to be trying to load up some more Finger and at these prices. That's just me, but I'm telling you that this is, I think things are going to be really good here soon for Finger. This, if nothing else, it should give us a lower floor and be putting pressure on those shorts for a breakout. here soon. So I'm super, super stoked about this. And I'm so glad they let us know it's coming. All right. So going on with that, crypto Jamers here put up some great posts. I wanted to share it because he just did a great graphic here too. But he says, if you've been following Finger, you know there's a series of events all aligning this month, which I just spoke about. Events could create life-changing money and financial freedom in the near term. Fingermotion set to make your portfolio go supernova in a good way. Now, this is just funny. The portfolio. NASDAQ bell ringing, CAT system, T+1, earnings, Univest buy-in, SEC breakdown of Kramer's issuance, macro margin calls. I mean, I love it. By the way, this just reminds me with this SEC takedown of Kramer's part. We still got the 26th, which is next Sunday or Monday? No, it's the 24th, Friday. We're supposed to be seeing the end of potentially of Alpine being kicked out, plus SEC going on in Kramer's. Guys, March has been nuts. I mean, May has been absolutely wild. We've seen, coming out of April, 5% correction in the markets into May, all of a sudden running up. We see a Gamestop squeeze. We see everything in this graphic right here. What a freaking crazy month. This is just nuts. Now the stocks are all hit, indexes hit all-time highs. This is just nuts. It's absolutely crazy nuts. So I just, wow. It's wow. That's all I can say about this month. And we're not even close to over. We still got 11 more days. Obviously, not as many trading days because of the weekend coming up, the holiday. But just exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. I really believe with these changes coming, CAT system, T+1, and then all the other stuff just going on in the markets that behind the scenes, like DJT putting the pressure on short sellers. I believe we're going to come out of May and the markets are just never going to be the same. And we might not see the results of that yet, but I believe what's happening right now is going to have repercussions going forward from now on. It's just huge. It's absolutely huge. Donna, you putting in 150 tomorrow? Nice. Am I part of the lawsuit, Richard Hoffman? I'm not yet. I'm still weighing whether or not it's the right move for me to get into it. They have more than enough people in it to make a difference. It's over 300. But if you want to be a part of that, yeah, you should definitely get in touch with him. Tokram, do we think Finger earnings will be anything due to the crookery? They rang the bell and the stock got beat down. Well, the stock went up that day. Remember, we hit almost 4. So it had a great day. It's just been beaten down ever since. So yeah, I think Finger definitely could run up. GTI to a nickel? I don't know. It's been holding pretty strong in this area. The 14, right around 15. So I getting down to a nickel is pretty crazy. But is it possible? It's possible, but that would be a great time to get in because we know that Hoffman's working hard on getting the management out of there. And then we also know that a lot of stuff can happen really quick after management gets out. So, yeah, but I can't tell you what GTI will do. Let's see here. Feel the same way about Finger about June calls. Nice. 52 shares of Finger Magic. I love it. Then in astronomy, ZigG, it's a roughly straight file. I don't even know what it means. Not. Hope I'm well. Alpine, your opinion will not be out in the near term. Okay, thanks, Not, for that. By the way, Not's in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. So Not's just saying that Alpine, even though there was that deadline, they'll probably appeal it, keep going for a little bit. But still, pressure's on, which is really good. I was right about Roaring Kitty. I don't know if I'm right or what. I don't know what I think about Roaring Kitty yet, but I am. I have my worries. Katie Cat with the memberships. Thank you so much. Magic Moon's in, GN's in, Christopher Saunders in, WV, Barry's Bit. What's up, guys? Welcome to the membership. You guys can now watch the members only lives if you want to over the weekend. We did a 3-hour one. First hour was business. We talked stocks, economy, and then we just had a bunch of fun after that, and it went all over the place. So watch it if you want and enjoy. TK, Grief Finger Squeezes believe it's far more likely due to massive announcement rather than compilation of lesser. Maybe. Although announcements rarely run stocks. They usually break due to the pressure built up over a while, and then they just break when you least expect it. Kevin, hi. Have you seen the last 2 days of trading? FFIE has been 44 million shares of exempt volume. That's nuts. I didn't see that. Moody, quite the rug pull on GameStop AMC. Didn't think they'd pull the rug so soon. Well, it's not over yet, but it could be very soon. We just need to keep watching and see what happens. They could bounce back up. Just a pullback like this, it's only been a week. So I'm not willing to say it's over yet, but GTI still could be the greatest wealth generator for sure. Or they all could be together. That's really where it's at. If you catch 1 or 2 or 3 in a row, which is very possible the way things are setting up, that is actually be the greatest wealth generator right there. June was a hope for MMTLP to be a sell. Interesting. I haven't heard anything about the hearing coming up in DC except for what I heard last week, which is that it's pretty much a done deal. I think they're just working out details. So we'll see if that turns out to be true or not. I'm very hopeful. Also, this from Jamers says they're literally telling you something big's coming. You don't have to tell me twice. I just picked up another 300 shares. So he's showing finger right here, May 10th. Let's wait and see. 9 minutes later, super excited to see what's next. And then May 20th, they got the smiley face and the rocket or the party right there. So yeah, finger has been dropping hints that they're excited about what's coming up. So we should be excited too. Fingermotion will be sponsoring my channel. Yeah, that would make it squeeze. I'm not. I don't think so, but that's funny. Oh, Jenny, have a great night. Good to see you as always. I hope you're feeling better. We definitely, I know you're recovering, so definitely hope you're feeling better. All right, Kit. We love Kit. He's a great, knows the markets really well. And he says, I can't believe they're handing me this opportunity, speaking about finger. Keep it simple for 15 months of accumulating. They should have gotten out the trade in November 22. That's when finger ran to 9. Lind Partners is cooked of their own doing. That's the risk they took. It's D-Day. I love it. I love it. I hope so. I really do. It definitely, we're getting closer. Speaking of not, he's in the chat right now, but here he is. He says, now well over 300 interested inquiries re-eradicating management. If it interests you to take action, please reach out. So guys, if you are interested in joining this suit against GTII, which could change everything as we get new management in, we know there's deals waiting. Once the new management gets in, it could right here. So reach out to him on Twitter. I hear news on MMTLP, West Christian State. They have evidence of illegal shorting. They're going to show their evidence. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Mark, GameStop's complete fake out to steal more retail money. Look out for run 13. I guess it's possible. Yeah. I mean, I definitely could see it. Ham said something about ZJYL today. I missed it. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you. GameStop runs pulled 13. Okay. Ham keeps saying he's hearing ZJYL will see action soon. Soon's relative. I haven't heard anything. I've just heard what Ham says. So Midnight with more memberships. Thank you, Midnight. Appreciate that. William Young, welcome. Kevin Arnolfo, Timothy, Matthew Mall back. Welcome, guys. Welcome in. Yeah, you're welcome. Not. So we can be concerned with GTI due to management. Well, here's the thing with GTII. All right. They, the one thing management hasn't done is ruin a squeeze potential. They just haven't. They've with dilution, it's possible a squeeze that would have gone to 1,000 might now just go to 500 or 300 or somewhere around there. But also where the stock's at, if you're accumulating this level, you'll get the same value on the run up. You'll make the same amount of money based on that. So there's that. But is it going to go bankrupt? No way. The problem we've had with management is that they stopped making deals and they just kept selling shares to pay themselves. Okay. And we have it's all documented in their 10K and stuff. So but that's the problem is they've just been using it as a cash cow the last, at least a year. But they still have that dividend. They still ran the warrants. They haven't reverse split or anything like that. So they've kept the shorts trapped. And that's what matters the most. And they have no incentive to go bankrupt or anything like that because then they'd lose their money too. So there's no incentive there to do that. So in my opinion, do we have to worry about GTI like going out of business, anything like that, bankrupt, the whole thing being killed? I'm not even close to worried about that yet. In fact, I'm still extremely bullish on GTI's potential once this is all done. I think what's going to happen is management's going to get tired of all this fighting soon, and it's going to finally turn over the company. And once it does, a bunch of deals are lined up ready to go because there's a bunch of people who see the potential of what GTI has and also the potential of the squeeze here. They all want part of it, and they're going to jump in as soon as they can. They just don't trust current management. And why should they? They've been inept and they're super old. So, they're falling apart. So in my opinion, that's what I think of GTI. I think if, now's a good time to, you can get it at this great low price, and it's extremely low risk, extremely low risk. I mean, for $100 right now, you can get like 700 shares. And if 700 shares all of a sudden for $100, if it ran to $100, that's what, 70 grand, something like that. I mean, that's just massive. So there's a lot of money to be made here. There you go. So sorry guys, my voice is rough tonight. Is Finger on the OTC? No, Finger is NASDAQ traded. Yeah. ZJYL might move soon. Hope so. Not legal. GTI still has suitors because of shareholder base and concentrated short position. Exactly. That's what I was saying. TK16. How can Finger run to 7.9 without going straight into orbit, given that margin calls are likely far so behind? Well, the thing is, we can't assume they'll get margin called. Last year, Finger hit almost 8, and they were never margin called. It didn't happen. And so, because they're all in on it. Now, we're believing that this year, hold on, guys. Much better. All right, we're believing that this year, Finger is in a better position if it runs for that to happen because it's been another year, for one thing. Liquidity is dried up on the street. Banks have been failing. The market is much more volatile than it was. It's hanging on a thread. Doesn't look like it, but when you look at the foundation of everything, there's major cracks everywhere, and it's rotting out. And you look at all that. They lost rate cuts, nowhere in sight. You put all that together, and the fact that they know they need more money and they don't want to be as risky right now, there's a much, much higher chance that Finger, if it makes a move this time, margin calls might kick in. And so that's where we're at. So you're right about that. But in the past, it just hasn't happened. So we just got to be hopeful and believe that also as Finger gets stronger as a company, which we'll be seeing here very soon, we believe they're going to be a much stronger company here soon after earnings. That also will bring in buying pressure, major hedge funds, whales, all that, and that could just break them as well. So what's up, media? Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Barry's, you're big on GME. A lot's happening behind the scenes, especially options changing nuts, so many roars. I love it, Barry, and I hope you're right. I want nothing more than to see GameStop go nuts. I really would love that. I think it's good for all of us. Big Swede, your buddy finally bought GTI and went into Wall Street Bets, see what's being said. Oh, Wall Street Bets hates Ham and GTII and all that. And you know why, guys? Wall Street Bets is controlled by the hedge funds. Listen, we've known that for 3 years now. Wall Street Bets got co-opted not long after the GameStop squeeze. They took it over. In fact, if you look recently, there's plenty of evidence on Twitter of this, people who've documented it, of how Wall Street Bets on Reddit has controlled the narrative on GameStop. So even when they're cheering it on, they've actually been undercutting it greatly the last few months. And so Wall Street Bets is not where you want to go. Wall Street Bets is not trustworthy. They don't allow talk of anything that's really real. Okay, it became like a joke place where you just talk about your losses and all that. It's a joke. It's a joke. I would not be on Wall Street Bets. Twitter is FinTwit, as people call it, financial Twitter. It's a much better place. You still got to dig through the crap, but because it's not moderated in the same way where Wall Street Bets cuts out so much, you have a much better chance of getting good information on Twitter than anywhere else for this stuff. So I would just scrap Wall Street bets altogether. Find who you can trust on Twitter and follow them. Do I think T+1 will have more fire against shorts? Absolutely not. Yeah, a good point. I didn't even bring that up. Yeah, so if Finger runs this one, it'll be after T+1 and hopefully after the cat system's in place too. So of course it's going to put more pressure on them. They have much less time to manipulate. And, they're crooks anyways, so they're already stealing. They're already messing around. So they're not going to stop doing that until they're forced to. But having 2 days to do it versus one gives them a little less time to figure out everything. A little more pressure makes it harder. So yeah, that could definitely majorly affect it. Univest a 150 million deal will do in the shorts. Absolutely. Remember, guys, Univest on many other stocks they've made it run, but they rarely did it right away. They waited, and GDC they waited almost 2 years before they made it run. And when they ran, so they know they're short breakers. They know how to do this. They know what time to pull in. And so, of course, Univest could just pull the trigger when they're ready and it goes nuts. Key every stock goes in a cycle. Buy when everyone's crying. Sell when the screenshot looks fire. Yeah, there you go. Colby, still cleaning up from mess from recent storms. All right, well, God bless you in that. I'm sorry. I didn't know there were big storms there. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah, for the algorithms. Thank you, guys. Yeah, please hit like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate it. I've definitely gotten some new viewers since the GameStop stuff happened. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying what you see. And please, please, please like. I've actually gone through a couple shadow bans in the last year. And so just the likes, I think, gives me a little help to break it out of that. So I really appreciate that. Wall Street bets controlled and controlling personal info. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. StockTwits hates ham too. Yeah, StockTwits is a joke. Good night, TK. Yeah, we're losing Red Lobster. Bye-bye biscuits. I know, that sucks. Roaring Kitty leaves and the cat system enters. That is kind of funny, huh, Thomas? There's a lot of weird stuff going on with the Roaring Kitty thing. That's why I'm not sure what to think, good or bad. I'm just ready for either one. Has Univest ever made a stock run more than once? Great question, Richard. I am not sure about that, actually. I don't know. Hoping GTI went to 1,000. I know, Marco. We all do. And it still could. If everybody's holding on, it's very possible. It's very possible. It still could happen. Okay, let me keep looking here. So tomorrow, Finance Lot, who I trust, he's been great the whole time I've been following him. Says tomorrow is a big day for GameStop, and he's noticing the trend back from the last time. Okay, so he's saying that tomorrow, if it's moving in the same way as before, tomorrow should be a day that kind of shows us what might be coming with GameStop. So he says either GameStop people are right about pump, or the hedge funds will collapse it and carbon copy. Not long to find out. So his thesis is that it's playing the same because the charts do look similar to 2021. And we're either about to head into the end of a run completely, or it could bounce back into a higher pump. So we'll watch and see what happens tomorrow. It was great that it was green today, but red in after hours. So we'll see if it means anything. Here is an interesting chart he also shares on Wall Street. So this right here is the 2020 crash. And this is where we're at right now. So you see it's a little more elongated over here. One of the reasons is the market's a little higher. But if you can see this, let me see if I can make this a little bigger here. You can see it's actually very similar pattern right before the dump. So it just this little V right here. So you got this little V and then a bigger V and then boom. And right here, same thing. Little V, slightly bigger V. And is this where we're going next? Because it was right after this peak in 2020 crash. Now, this is his thesis. I've been tracking it. It does make sense from when he presents it that this is coordinated. It's a coordinated crash by the Fed, just like 2020 was, which there's a lot of evidence to suggest that. So this would be interesting if they play it out the same way. If so, it could be happening really soon. And the Dow did start going down today, which is interesting. John, you're earning 115% interest rate lending out DJT. How can the shorts hold on? I don't know. Remember, DJT was costing like 700% to borrow the other day? It's just nuts, man. Mark thinks GameStop's going down. Will Finger be halted like GameStop when it squeezes? Now, it's a great question, NSA. It's impossible to know. The answer is likely, but I also am hopeful that it might not. Finger is small. It's more under the radar. So because it's not millions and millions and millions of retail investors, in fact, it's probably closer to like 25 to 50,000 of us. There's a chance they just let it run. Like HKD, which ran to 2,500, or TOP, which ran to like 250. So there's a good chance they just let it run. So we'll see. We'll see. There's no way to know. That's number one. But we've seen plenty of stocks squeeze without halts. It's only been these really, really big ones that have had the crazy halts nonstop. So I don't think it'll be halted as much as GameStop for sure. Good night, Moody. Have a good night. Is Bitcoin still raging? Let's go look. Holy smokes. Yeah, Bitcoin's going crazy. About to break 7,200. I mean, gold hit 2450 today too, just FYI. There's been so much volatility going on in the markets. Pre-market tomorrow's red, but not red, very red. So don't know what to say there. So who knows? Pretty crazy. What do I think about the crypto rally, Matthew? Great question. I think that money came in from GameStop, and a lot of that money is going into crypto. I think hedge funds are putting money in crypto kind of as a store of value, so they can pull it out if they need it for the stocks. I also think that there are a bunch of retail who got excited. I just showed you how retail is more in the stock market than ever before, even than 2021's craze. I think retail's got the itch again. And so there's a lot of retail people buying up Bitcoin. So when you combine that, it makes sense that it'd be pumping up like this. We just have to be careful. I think as soon as the market starts dipping, Bitcoin is going to run down real quick too, at least for a bit, because they're going to pull out a bunch of money from here in order to cover losses. And that's going to tank Bitcoin before it goes back up. Need to stitch more Finger and GTI to average down? Yeah, I feel the same way. China's dumping U.S. bonds. Yeah, speaking of that, let's look at the bonds. So the bonds are still holding relatively strong right now, but let's see if I had it up here. Yeah, right here. Check this out. Just on right on cue with what you're saying. So U.S. Treasuries are on their third worst year in over a century. Since 1919, U.S. Treasuries have only had 2 years worse than this year. 2022, which when the economy was terrible, kind of bouncing back out of COVID. We had that big market downturn that year. And they also started printing all the money that year, Inflation Reduction Act, all that nonsense. And then 2009, the Great Financial Crisis. We're on track for the third worst year since then. We're already worse than 2013 as of this moment. So, you guys, when the worst years in bonds history in the last 25 years, 99 right before the 2000 crash, 09 right after the 08 crash, 13 still in the midst of the Great Recession, and 22, which right after COVID and the crash. I mean, that tells you. I mean, all these indicators are just telling us that something bad's coming soon. I see Barnes & Noble. I have been hearing about Barnes & Nobles. Yeah, I think it's BNED. So if GameStop goes up, no more ramen. You can move on. You can eat real spaghetti now. You're welcome, NSA. Does anyone know what happens to Trey's trades? Yeah, so the story with Trey is he got bought out. Nobody knows how much, but the story is he received quite a lot of money from somebody to get out. And once he did, disappeared. And then I saw a tweet a while ago. In fact, let me see if I can find it. somebody found him, and it looked like he was working at a bar. Oh, Trey Lance, that's funny. I saw it. I can't remember where it was, but I saw a tweet about it, and it was a picture of, if it wasn't trades, it looked exactly like him as a bartender. So he must have blown all that money. That's all I could say. That's all I could say. So love my channel. God's first. Oh, thank you, Todd. That means a lot to me. That's awesome, man. I appreciate that. I love having you guys here. Did you guys see that Jamie Dimon announced his retirement? Isn't that interesting? In March, he sold shares for the first time in his life. Sold Chase shares, $150 million dollars worth, and now he announced his retirement. And J.P. Morgan, bright red afterwards. Not excited about Jamie Dimon leaving, but why? What timing, right? I think that things are getting crazy. That's why, and he's getting out early. Matt, what are we thinking? GameStop earnings, big announcement, possible merger. Yeah, I do think GameStop, if it based on Ryan Cohen, what he wants to do and what he said he wants to do by turning GameStop more into a holding company, I think, and that cash raise he just did off this run, I think it's very likely when GameStop comes out with its earnings that they announce a merger and acquisition. I think that's very possible. Yeah, it's gonna get fugly. Thomas, yeah. All right, Jeff. Beacon about prime to run. Okay, I'll look at it. Yeah, Iran's president died. That's so crazy. Things are just nuts right now. Trey works at a Texas Roadhouse. I used to work at a Logan's Roadhouse. Pretty much the same thing. That's crazy. China dropped bonds right before market dropped. Wow. Trey's at Applebee's. Is it Applebee's or Roadhouse? Trey's a snake. He brought popcorn in. I didn't know that. He brought popcorn in? Huskers saw a post of Trey's, him big into lifting, so he's not coming back. Yeah. Well, he made his money. They created a fall guy. What do I think about Bed Bath & Beyond or Barnes & Noble? I don't know. I have I haven't looked into it at all. So, story was Trey got into fitness heavy to determine Vegas. Now works at he lost his money at that Vegas. Wish AMC had a CEO like GameStop. I think everybody does. Man, Ryan Cohen, we could acquire GTII. We can only hope. That'd be awesome. What's up, John from sunny Southern California? I tell you what, I wish I was in sunny Southern California right now because these allergies are killing me. I've had allergies like this in years, and I never had them in California, so I miss that. I really do. Here's another interesting. This is funny. I like this Heisenberg guy. He's pretty good. This is not the ultimate top signal. I don't know what it is. One of the last remaining bears on Wall Street capitulated. Mike Wilson from Morgan Stanley raised his 12-month target. And one of the last big bears has now gone bullish. And so, yeah, that's usually a good sign that we might be peaking out and about to head downwards. We'll see, though. We'll see. Is NVIDIA doing a stock split? A forward split would be genius by NVIDIA with these prices. Your bear's got a chance. There you go. Trey delivered your DoorDash. I like it. Whimpering Putty Tat says ZJYL looks ripe this week. Oh, that would be awesome, JR. We're due. We're so due. Let's look at ZJYL real quick. I mean, 6 cents and 4, so 10 cents up overall today. That'd be good. I mean, this is what the lowest price it's been at, like low threes in a long time. Guys, I gotta blow my nose again. These allergies kill me. I know that's what everybody wants to see. So, but I mean, I might have to get some ZJYL at this price if I can. Was he a computer guy? Possibly that they don't want to involve us legal reasons. I don't know anything about that. I didn't watch Will earlier. Did he get bashed? Trey laid groundwork for AMCers to start trusting him to screw shareholders. AMC the moon. Brett, I hope you're right. I don't trust it because Adam Aaron, but I hope so. Barnes & Noble's created GameStop? What? I never knew that. Take a minute to brag on myself about membership. 3 a month and 10 cents a day would help a lot. Tons of thanks, Vince. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got guys. The membership is only $3 a month. You get extra members lives, and I just want you guys to know later this week I actually been building out something else I'm going to offer that's got way more value than what I'm doing now. So the $3 will still get you the members lives here, but I'm building out where I can do classes and also have Discord, and so I'll be breaking that out later this week. I spent time building it this weekend. So anybody who wants extra stuff and really wants to deep dive on some subjects, this is going to be for you. So a lot of people have been asking for it, and I'm going to bring it out. So stay tuned for that. All right. So, but thanks for reminding me, Vince. Did I hear about Congress starting? Somebody brought that up earlier, Todd. I'm going to look into it tomorrow. Germany, Pat Seashield. What you doing over there? AMC back to 10 tomorrow? Tomorrow? What makes you think that? That'd be huge. That'd be over 100%. I mean, I hope so. If AMC goes to the moon, you might be like Matt Kors, grow a beard, and work at a duck hunting shop. I love it. Vinman, thank you. I have been eating a lot of onions and garlic. My wife is like a guru with that stuff. ZJYL met requirements. Dasdaq said they won't be delisted. Their revenues and profits up. Very rare for any stock. That is awesome. Thanks, JR. So yeah, ZJYL looks good then. Guilty. Yeah, Barnes & Noble just got short attacked. Float is 50 mil, and they shorted 35 million Friday, Monday alone. Holy smokes, that's crazy. You sent me a link for something to fix my... All right, JR, I'm going to look into that. It is possible it's a cold, but it's very rare for me to get colds, especially when the weather's warm. So that's why I think it might be allergies, but because I've almost never had allergies either, though. So that's what's weird. And with membership, you get the member prestige with the prestige star. That's right. You get a star icon and a green name. So there you go. Flonase helped you? Okay, I'll look at it. I don't like putting... I usually don't use anything that's not natural. I'm just weird like that. I grew up with a mom who was sick all the time and in the hospital all the time. And so I'm just very distrusting of hospitals and most medicines in general. So yeah, I usually don't ever use anything that's like medical unless I have to, unless I'm just so miserable. So other than that, I'm just very natural. I'm just weird like that. Fix congestion. I like it. Is my wife hanging the laundry outside? No, we're not that weird. It just doesn't dry well enough. Chipotle's doing 50 to 1 stock split. Wow. All right, guys, I wanted to cover this last thing too, just because it's such big news. I don't usually do as much politics on this channel, but this is just huge today. That so in the Trump trial, Michael Cohen admitted he stole from Trump. He stole $30,000 from the Trump organization. He admitted it in court today. I mean, this thing is so crazy. What a sham. But it's just even great for Trump's reelection, which we need to get these markets back on track and our country as well. So this is just awesome. This is just awesome, awesome news. And it's so crazy, too, how this is all falling apart. Meanwhile, Fani Willis' whole thing fell apart. She, I think, is out of that. The other trial got pushed to after the election. I mean, I'm telling you, there's nothing. After this one, it's all gone. They had 91 things brought up against him. And what did I tell you guys at the beginning of the year? A lot of you guys were worried. I told you none of this stuff was going to stick. Trump was going to beat it all. And here we are. It's happening right now. So, like CNN analysts, even on CNN, they said, Michael Cohen's admission of stealing he says 60,000 from his employer is a higher degree of crime than what Trump's charged with. And that's their star witness. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It makes me so happy. I love it. So funny. So I had to share that. I definitely, it's such a big deal. Clonchi, GameStop and AMC pretty much made the same share dilution moves when the stocks ran up last week. What's the motive behind that? The motive is that their stocks went up in value and they seized on the opportunity to make a bunch more money. That's the motive. AMC has been doing this forever. So AMC not only is the motive to make money, but I honestly believe Adam Aaron is using it to let the shorts out. I believe he has deals with them behind the scenes, and he's letting them out. I believe he's bought and paid for criminal. GameStop, I think, is more legitimate. They want a short squeeze. They're still for their shareholders, but Ryan Cohen's got big plans for that company, and so he had to raise money when he could, and that was the chance. So that's why I think so. Get back on carnivore, George. I started today. Maybe that's why I'm detoxing. Barnes and Noble, the next play. I don't know. You gotta look into it, man. I don't know. I'm not confident enough to say that. There's a lot of plays, I'll tell you that. Lots of plays. I hear you, Petchke. Sometimes it's just, you just got to go with the medical stuff. I hear you. Like we're watching a scripted movie. Yeah. Luke 12:2. Buy DJT, cause a squeeze. DJT is going to be a monster. I'm telling you. It's such a monster. Cohen came up. That's the way the world works. Yeah, BNED is Barnes & Noble. So now you heard it was Cohen who had the relationship with Storm Drain, and they plan to get money from Trump. The Storm Drain? That's the first time I've heard that one. That's hilarious. Trump's in office. He's putting King Griffin in jail. That'd be amazing. He also is going to put Pat Byrne in charge of the SEC. So this will all get cleaned up fast. Gary Network. What's that? Talk about Barnes & Noble. Apparently it's another highly shorted stock, especially last week. So who let the shorts out? Praying for my health. Thank you, Samuel. I received that, man. I received the health. I love it. That's very, very needed right now. Speaking of it, just on a spiritual thing, if you guys are getting down about the state of the country, this is the kind of things that happen when things go bad. 12,000 baptized in California last Sunday. So listen, whether you're spiritual or not, that's fine. I am. This is amazing. This is what happens when things get bad, is actually, God moves. And so there's good things going on all over. So don't lose hope. Things are getting better. Trump's coming back. I believe it. Revival's breaking out. I mean, there's a lot of good things happening. So the future of our country is not lost yet. The markets are getting back. Fingers earnings are coming. Roaring Kitty might not come back, but hopefully GameStop runs. Lots of good stuff going on, guys. So it's really cool. I just wanted to share that because to me, that's a sign of hope. Shorts will get burned. Yeah, there you go. I like that. Am I into Bitcoin? No, Peter, not yet. I have plans to get into Bitcoin after make some money on some of these things I've been investing in for a while now, believing they're going to squeeze fairly soon. So once that happens, then I will be taking a lot of my profits and getting it more into Bitcoin. Freeze a clean lemon, freeze it, eat the peel. Lemon kills cancer. What? That's crazy. I'll look into Flonase after. You know what actually really works for me, which I need to go get, is it's the I can't remember what they call it, but it's like the zinc, but you shoot up your nose. That's what I need to go get right now. Last time I had that, I felt better in like 5 hours. It was amazing. Trump is like Ashton Kutcher's enemies get punked. That's great. I like that. I think crypto is eventually going to rage too. I think once the market tanks, which I believe is coming, once the market tanks, crypto will tank with it at first, because all the hedge funds and everybody, they're going to be pulling out all their money because they got tons of money in crypto. They're going to pull it out, and they will be using it to offset losses and all that. Zycam. Thank you, Vin. That's what I need. It works like a miracle, man. So I believe the crypto will tank at the same point. Now, I'm not saying it'll tank as much as the market. I don't think it'll tank 80%. Maybe. I doubt it. But maybe 15, 20, 25%. And then it'll find a bottom as the market tanks. And that bottom is going to be mostly retail and other people who don't want to pull out, and then eventually Bitcoin's going to have its crazy run. Now, before that happens, because I don't know if the market will tank in a month, a week, 6 months, I don't know. But when it does come, before that, I think it's possible Bitcoin just runs and maybe breaks 100K here soon. I do think it's coming. I just don't know when. Rom Dog, you bought GTI, DJT, Finger, and ZJYL today. Think next Tuesday will be Fast and Furious T+1. Man, I hope you're right, Rom. That'd be awesome. Big JR, you can't believe they threw all that against the wall. See what would stick on Trump, and even a majority of Dems and polls said it was bogus. I know. They killed themselves, man. There was a great article today that said that all the cases did was turn Trump into a superhero. I love it. Golden milk. All right. I've heard of golden milk. What's in it again? Is that milk with honey? Just watched CH podcast with Derek Johnson, X22. Fascinating and praying it's true. Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool. Spices of milk. Okay, spices of milk. Got it. Bitcoin Cardano. Yeah. Seems like crypto will run before these squeezes. Stocks we're in will be buying more Finger for sure. Yeah, man. Oh, absolutely. Get the... I mean, Finger is such a good price right now. Natural method, neti pot. Yeah, neti pot works with saline. Yep. I got one of those too. Local honey. I know. You're right. I need to eat more local honey. That absolutely does work. So I got to do it. Christopher, you're in, man. You're in the membership. Now, the thing is, if you got it from a gift, it will run out at the end of the month unless you go and enter your own information to hold it. So it's just $3 a month. And like I said, I'm going to be rolling out some other stuff here soon, later this week, for more options for people. But as of now, you can go watch the members' lives, which is awesome. Can I take a peek at BNED if I get time? I'll try. I have so much I'm following right now. I don't know if I'll have time to get into another one. Chenga tea. Guys, I'm not going to be able to keep up with all these remedies. 5-finger discount, 15. Yeah. Did you miss anything, A1A? No, nothing. Trace Workers Popcorn's GIMP. It's the GIMP. Bring out the GIMP. You guys are funny. Now you're all talking about all these natural remedies. You guys crack me up. Speaking of... All right, just because you guys brought it up.
Well, bring out the GIMP. I think the GIMP's sleeping.
One more time.
Bring out the GIMP.
Bring out the GIMP.
I think the GIMP's sleeping. Well, I guess you just...
So funny. Snort cognac. We're all hippies. Yeah, man. Listen, it's cool to be a hippie now. What happened, Rory Kitty? Listen, I presented my entire thesis on 2 things that are possible with Roaring Kitty, hero, villain, both sides. I did that in a video this weekend. So, but listen, if he doesn't come back and GameStop doesn't go up, we know he was part of a pump and dump on retail, which is messed up. I'm praying and hoping that's not true. I hope GameStop still just turns around and goes to the moon, is massive. And then, he can continue to have his heroic status with retail. That's what I want. I don't want it to go the other way. But yeah, we just gotta be careful right now. Boil turmeric, cinnamon, and ginger with your preferred milk on the stove and add honey. That sounds delicious. GTI management still diluting. Sorry, dogs. It's been rough, but there's still a lot of hope for it to go up. Possible to make a business using ChatGPT online with inline business. Online with inline business. I mean, there's a lot you can do with ChatGPT, Vince. I'd love to talk to you about it. What's up, crypto? Anyone else addicted to watching people get their backs cracked? You guys are funny. Marcellus. Finger will, according to charts, be headed down to a good buying point soon. Massive volume at 4. The closing games. No, I didn't see that, Anthony, but I believe it happened. That makes sense. Why? Because it was up almost $1. MMAT up 86%. Wow. Yeah, I just can't keep track of everything, guys. It's it gets tough. There's a lot. So these are the main ones I'm watching right now. I'm not in AMC because you guys know how I feel about it, but it is worth watching because I think it's important to what's going on right now. And anyways, but I don't know if I'm going to add much more. It's just hard to keep up with everything. It really is. There's a lot going on. So I wish you guys well in FFIE. I hope it goes nuts. I just don't have the money to keep spreading myself around either. Natural supplements. Yeah. You know what's funny? I was watching this old show called Wife Swap. I don't know if you guys remember that show. It was wild. But basically, they'd pick two families completely different. It was all reality TV, right? Early 2000s. They'd pick two families that are wildly different, and one's the wives would swap. They'd go live with each other, the different families, for 2 weeks. And the first week, the family had to, or the wife had to do whatever the family did. So she had to live like the other wife for a week. And the second week, she got to make changes. And anyways, the reason I'm bringing this up is because you guys talk about the hippie stuff. I watched this one from back in like 2003, 2004, somewhere in that range. And it was really funny because it was like one family was like the most hardcore Bush Republicans you ever seen. They were all just like war in Iraq and America and everything. And it's funny because I used to be one of those people. and now I can't stand Bush, and I've learned a lot. But the so that happens, and then the other one's like these crazy hippies, and they're just woke before woke was cool, but they're also like really organic and hippie-ish, and it was just like, it was crazy because I still, like, today I would have been like totally that Bush Republican side in the past, and now I'm like, I still conservative values, all that, but I'm not like the war machine anymore. That's completely changed. I also don't trust institutions anymore. So I lost all that. So I become like hippie, but still with like the traditional values. And so like Trump is like perfect for me. Whereas like it's just so funny how that changed, because now conservatives are the hippie ones, and the liberals now are the hardcore institutionalist warmongers. It's just crazy how that changed. So it's so wild. And you maybe think about that. Gonna spend big bucks on local harvested honey at farmers market Sunday. I love local honey, man. Raw honey is so good. Can't find joining on your Apple iPad. Being Pro, that's because Apple hates Google, which Google owns YouTube. So what you have to do if you're on Apple products, you have to go to the Safari browser, because it's not on the YouTube app. They removed the join button. You have to go to the Safari browser, go to my YouTube page, and then you have to go to desktop mode, because even in the regular Safari mode, they won't show you the join button because Apple doesn't want to pay Google royalties Apple's mad that Google won't pay them royalties for being in their app store. So you have to go to youtube.com on your browser, Safari browser, in desktop mode. It's the only way to join on an Apple device. And that's stupid. They hate us. Vinman, religious lady and wife swaps. Yeah, oh, there's so many funny ones. Yes, oh my God, the Chappelle Show one was so funny. It's unbelievable. Polyon, you can't spread around much either. You finger GTI, DJT, ZJYL. I know, I had too many subjects. I feel you there, man. How many of them wives end up getting railed by the other husband? I don't know. They never showed it, but I'm sure it happened. Manuka honey is supposed to be badass for you. Manuka honey is awesome. It's just expensive. You sent me a Bush present. All right, Pin Man, let me look here. Let me see what you guys been sending me. Oh my God.
I say, America, stay out the bushes. Stay out the bushes. Stay out the bushes.
The most.
Bushes.
Doesn't that guy just look like the poster child of Jesse Jackson? A Jesse Jackson rally? It's exactly who I'd expect to be there. That's funny, man. That's great, Vin. That made me laugh. Somebody else said they sent me some too, but I don't see it. You're welcome, being pro. Hedge fund Renaissance Technologies holding 1 million shares in GameStop increases its stake in AMC by 78% to 9 million shares. Holy smokes, that's nuts. Bio Innovations, I've never heard of them. I'll have to look at them. So, well, guys, I obviously got to rest. Not 100% there tonight. So I'm going to take off right at the hour mark here. But thank you guys for coming by. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm definitely going to look into the CAT system stuff for tomorrow for sure. So I have more information there. I want to be up to date on that. And anyways, but other than that, guys, I'm watching this whole GameStop thing closely still. I don't think it's over yet, but it is. I think it's important to watch it. Finger is, I think, about to do something special in the next week and a week or two. So, and it's at these prices, it's just a crazy opportunity. Somebody said they think it's going down to 275. So that could be interesting too, or a great place. ZJYL, Ham, JR here in the chat, who I trust a lot, both say this week could be really good for ZJYL. So that's something to look into. And then there's so much else going on, but we're in a good place. Stock market's still crazy, but lots of other good stuff going on. And so we're just going to keep checking in. I'll have more for you guys tomorrow. Let me end in a short prayer here. Claude, says, AMC calls and GameStop calls way too polarized. Does that mean something? Yeah, it probably does. So, yeah, lots of health insights, right? If you only had 10 cents in your account, where do you invest? I don't know, Rob. God, that's a tough one. Yeah, I don't know any sub 10 cent stocks to look at right now. So I guess what's the one everybody always tells me about? DBMM. You go buy some of that. Anyways, all right, let me close out a prayer and bless you guys. If that's not for you and you want to take off, have a great night. Please like, share, subscribe on the way out. So, Lord, I thank you for today. It was a gorgeous day. And even though I'm not feeling the best, I thank you that overall I'm still very healthy. Pray for everybody here in the chat, God, their health. Pray for Jenny's recovery. Pray for Thomas Dubois, Lord, to just get fully healthy, and everybody else who needs it. And I just thank you for giving us amazing bodies that can fight off stuff mostly on our own, and for those who can't, for just the medicine that can get them there. And just bless everybody here. Bless us with wisdom in our stock market decisions and in all of our investing decisions and life decisions. And just pray for peace for everybody, and continue to just show us areas of hope when things look so rough, when things are hard, like right now in our economy and our nation in so many ways. Just keep showing us where the hope is and where you're working, because you are always working. And just and I do believe the best is yet to come. So God, we just pray for justice and in our nation, and blessing for everybody here in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. Bless you guys. Have a great night. I will talk to you tomorrow.